Hundreds of British trekkers are among around 2,500 tourists, guides and porters stranded in the small Himalayan village of Lukla, the gateway to the Mount Everest trail, due to dense fog which has grounded flights to and from the local airport. Last night, 400 stranded tourists were airlifted from the mountain. But it was estimated that there were still around 3,500 people at the Lukla airport who are waiting to be taken to the Nepalese capital Kathmandu. Power is slowly becoming restored in Connecticut amidst an uproar about a slow response. About 88,000 still without power, and it is said that 6,800 are not storm-related. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency has approved Illinois new water quality standards for parts of the Chicago River and connected waterways, the agency said. The standards apply to the north and south branches of the Chicago River, the North Shore Channel, the Cal-Sag Channel and the Little Calumet River, according to the EPA. Federal officials had suggested strengthening the water quality standards for more than a year, but they finally demanded the changes in May. We should all take a look at these new water quality standards. Thousands of protesters are gathering in Lafayette Square across from the White House exactly 1 year out from the presidential election to oppose a plan for a transnational oil pipeline they fear could harm the environment. More than 8,000 people linked hands around the White House, still opposing the Keystone XL project, a pipeline that would carry oil derived from tar sands in Alberta, Canada, to refineries in Houston and Port Arthur, Texas. Bill McKibben, one of the protest organizers, described the scene as either a big O-shaped hug or a symbolic house arrest. Obama missed most of the protest while he played golf at Fort Belvoir in Virginia on Sunday afternoon. China builds replica of Italian town called Florentia Village. Florentia Village sprung up in an industrial development zone 10 years ago, when before it was only a collection of maize fields halfway between Beijing and the old Chinese port city of Tianjin. Rome wasn't built in a day, but China's Little Italy, a sprawling 14-acre complex of colonnades and piazzas that boasts its own faux Colosseum and Grand Canal with gondolas that glide under a Rialto bridge, is a testament to what China can achieve when it really sets the concrete mixers whirring. 50 people are being offered shelter in a community centre in South London after a fire in the 17-story tower block. 3 adults and 2 children were rescued from the Mermaid Tower in Abinger Grove, Deptford, and the 7th-floor flat was damaged. The unprecedented Oklahoma earthquake made headlines for a few moments, but quickly has been shelved, it appears. The largest quake to hit Oklahoma since record-keeping began, like the Virginia quake, was felt in many states. The 5.6 magnitude quake struck 4 miles east of Sparks in Lincoln County at 11:53 p.m. Eastern Time Saturday. The Saturday night quake struck the same area where a 4.7 magnitude quake struck just hours earlier, at 3:12 a.m. ET Saturday. By 8 a.m. Saturday, geologists had recorded more than 30 aftershocks from it.
Earthquake right now. I don't know if you can hear that, but that is my desk squeaking. Holy crap, this is going on for a while. Not here. My phone's recording and it's like shaking on my stool. And it's been going on for 30 some odd seconds, 40 seconds now. This is actually kind of creepy, dude. Last night was just like really brief but big. Am I in Japan? Oh, that's too bad. Dude, it's still going.
The Italian authorities have issued fresh safety warnings as storms and torrential rain continue to cause havoc across the country. The River Po, Italy's longest river, rose 13 feet in the city of Turin, as thousands were told to evacuate. Heavy rains have hit the country over the past 2 weeks, especially in the northwest. The BBC's David Willey in Rome says millions of Italians, from Milan to Venice, are at risk if the flooding continues. Patients at Western Medical Center in Santa Ana are back in their rooms Sunday after being evacuated because of a gas-like odor. Crews went floor to floor looking for the source of the smell, but nothing dangerous was apparently found. Campus police pledged to beef up security at Elizabeth City State University after an officer shot a former student who police say was carrying an assault rifle on campus. Officers said they spotted 24-year-old Rashid Gardner with the firearm around 2:30 a.m. Saturday near the University Tower's residence hall. When police ordered him to drop the weapon, he refused and pointed the gun at officers, Campus Police Chief Samuel Beeman said during a news conference. An officer shot the suspect once in the leg before he retreated into a wooded area, Beeman said. Gardner, a 2010 graduate of the university, was found by police about an hour later, it is reported. Has the government known since 1998 that the TSA body scanners could be giving you cancer? An explosive report has exposed the carcinogenic effects of X-ray body scanners, finding that up to 100 United States airline passengers each year could get cancer from the machines. Despite the report coming out years ago, millions of Americans still walk through the carcinogenic TSA X-ray body scanners, also known as naked body scanners. While many passengers may not develop full-blown cancer as a result, radiation is truly unsafe at any dose. Furthermore, the long-term usage of the X-ray body scanners have not been fully studied. The number of cancers caused by the machines may actually increase over time. One year at Princeton University, $37,000. 1 year at a New Jersey state prison, $44,000. Prison and college are the two most divergent paths one can take in life, Joseph Staton, an infographic researcher with public administration, says. Whereas one is a positive experience that increases lifetime earning potential, the other is a near dead end, which is why Staton found it striking that the lion's share of government funding goes toward incarceration. This chart purports to help illustrate the large discrepancy in this country. America has the highest incarceration rate by population, but is only 6th in the world when it comes to college degrees. An international team of astronomers has used a new technique to study the bright disk of matter surrounding a faraway black hole. Using the NASA/ESA Hubble Space Telescope, combined with the gravitational lensing effect of stars in a distant galaxy, the team measured the disk's size and studied the colors and hence the temperatures of different parts of the disk. These observations show a level of precision equivalent to spotting individual grains of sand on the surface of the moon. In an anonymous industrial park in Virginia, in an unassuming brick building, the CIA is following tweets, up to 5 million a day. At the agency's open source center, a team known affectionately as the Vengeful Librarians also pores over Facebook, newspapers, TV news channels, local radio stations, internet chat rooms, anything overseas that anyone can access and contribute to openly. The CIA facility was set up in response to a recommendation by the 9/11 Commission, with its first priority to focus on counterterrorism and counterproliferation. But its several hundred analysts, the actual number is classified, track a broad range, from Chinese internet access to the mood on the street in Pakistan. While most are based in Virginia, the analysts also are scattered throughout U.S. embassies worldwide to get a step closer to the pulse of their subjects. NORAD conducted so-called calibration flights with Department of Homeland Security from 12:30 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. the 3rd of November 2011. The North American Aerospace Defense Command is conducting another exercise that is continuing until Sunday involving jets and low-flying planes. The training flights, coupled with explosives munitions training at Quantico Marine Corps Base between now and Sunday at midnight, could rattle some residents. September 11, 2001, the day the 1% hijacked our country from the 99% and launched a permanent war that will not end in our lifetimes unless we stop it. 10 years later, the war on terrorism has diverted trillions of dollars from more important uses and sunken our country into debt. Building 7, which most people don't know about, came crashing to the ground at 5:20 p.m. on September 11. Today, millions of citizens and 1,600 courageous architects and engineers are demanding an investigation into the obvious demolition of the skyscraper. The government's absurd story that normal office fires felled this 47-story skyscraper is only the tip of the iceberg of the lies we've been fed about September 11. Today we are taking our country back. We will not rest until the perpetrators who demolished World Trade Center Building 7 and the Twin Towers, killing 3,000 innocent people, are brought to justice, and the war dollars are brought home.